And hello to all my Capricorn friends. My name is Scott Sagent. I'd like to welcome you in. Today I'm going to be doing your free psychic tarot reading for June of 2021. We're going to be looking at a four-corner spread, very typical for one of these. It is a perfect general reading spread because we look at the four main areas in tarot that people ask about and are intrigued about, which is your love and your family, your health, also your work and your finances. And we are also going to conclude with something extra. They picked for you a health scrub today. So we're going to look at the seven different areas of the body using the chakras to see if there's any health issues or any areas I can kind of point out, matters of attention that you can check out. So, and we're going to also get a double dose of that because health comes up in the four corners. Enough talk, we're going to get right into it. I have the decks pre-shuffled. They're ready to go. What I'm going to do right now is bring you in here with me so you can watch. Nope, thought I had it ready, but I do not. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing now are my ritual cuts. Basically cuts the deck into three different pieces and puts them back together in a different order. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. And it's the same exact procedure that I would do if you were here or getting a private reading from me. I do offer private readings on my website, scottsagent.com. So now we're going to get started and run your four corners. Let's see what we have here for Capricorn. That all coming in. Looks good. And the final corner. I'm not super worried about health here since we're doing a whole health scrub, but we'll still see what they have to say about it. Now we have a lot of blockages. Let me count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 11 cards. Nope, we're going to leave it just like that. Okay, so we're good. Sometimes when you have too many blockages, it's taught to revert them, but we're not going to do that now, so we won't even talk about it. Why'd I even open my mouth? Okay, that's good. I'm going to go back to the wide angle, and we're going to get to it. There we go. I'm going to start with the easiest corner and kind of work to the more complex. The one that they want to spend the most time talking about is your work corner. So we're going to save that for last, as well as finances. I'm going to start with love. A lot of you Capricorns have made a new decision in regards to love. You've kind of had a light bulb idea. It may be an epiphany of some sort or something new that you want to do. So it doesn't really matter what area of love you are, whether you're single, you're in a relationship, married, or anywhere across the circuit. Basically, it's the same concept. A lot of you are coming up with new ideas, new things to do, maybe new ways to spice up a relationship, or new ideas if you're single of what you're going to do to find a partner, or different activities you can do to meet people, or just things that you don't want to do, or characteristics that you don't want to date people that have a certain mindset or frame of reference, stuff like that. So it's kind of a light bulb idea or effect coming up in your love section. They do tell you to be a little cautious with it. The Fool card comes up inverted, which to me basically means a bad idea or a bad decision. So be super cautious in the month of June. Don't go making any major sexual mistakes. Don't go making any mistakes that could make, your situation in love. Don't jeopardize your future in love is what I'm getting at. When bad decision comes up for love, it could mean a variety of different things, but really they're trying to salvage your love corner. So that means it's basically at risk this month of something bad happening. Not, it's maybe not even bad, but it's just not the best route for you to take. So just be extra cautious with everything in love for June. But besides that, things are fine. And it's a good thing to take that idea forward with you, because the idea is coming in very clear and very clean energy. So I like to see that as well. Now let's get into health. There's an event, some kind of either a health event or something that was celebrated in regards to health that the energy is not coming in clean. So it's either something that you didn't go to, maybe some kind of course you didn't take, or something you signed up for that you didn't follow through with, an event of some sort, or a class. Something like that is what comes up. It's coming in, the energy is jarred. So it's not coming in clean. It's some kind of event that didn't happen in regards to health. And that can also be metaphorical too. It may be something that you intended to start and just haven't done it, such as an exercise program or a vitamin regimen, or even, a certain exercise program like cardio or weights, whatever. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's coming in blocked, so it basically means that. Now the other card describing it, and that may be why it's coming in blocked. A lot of you are overcoming a physical injury here, is what they show. You're getting over either an old injury. A lot of times it's physical. It doesn't necessarily have to be. And this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everybody the same. If general readings are not something you're used to, I do have a how-to video that you may find very useful. I'll put that in the description on how to pick apart, what parts are good for you here. But a lot of you are overcoming an injury of some sort. And like I said, that can be metaphorical too. So you might just be overcoming the injury of just stagnation and just getting up and doing something in June. That's going to better your health. Something that you maybe thought of before and just haven't followed through with is what it really feels like there. So we got that. Let's move into your finances. Your finances, they say that you're maybe being a little too giving right now. It's almost like reverse theft. The card is actually theft and loss, but it's coming in reverse. So it means it's kind of like, people are still stealing it from you, but you're just giving it away. You're just giving away the bank. And, like I said, this is not everybody, but for the Capricorns that this applies to, and it's a very important message. It's saying that, you need to stop it, first of all. You're giving away too much. You're giving away the key to the barn. You're giving away, there are better ways to be utilizing these assets. It's saying that you're coming free. A lot of you are coming free from some kind of, it's almost like an addiction type thing. You're kind of, maybe a lot of you are breaking bad financial habits. Gambling comes up. Over Amazon spending comes up. Materialistic stuff comes up. If you're spending a lot of money on just frivolous things or things that you don't need, things that are more like wants, that can be part of this too. It's the devil card inverted. So it's basically saying, hopefully, that you're coming out of that and that you're not moving into it. In the position it is, I think it's more of a coming out of it. So hopefully you guys are starting to wake up from your financial mistakes, or at least learning from them so you don't repeat them. When we move into your work, I specifically want to talk to the Capricorns that work by themselves, or work for themselves basically. The Hermit card comes up. It means alone. They're talking about things have moved into a kind of a rough area with work for you. The water has some chop to it. It's a little like rougher business than usual. Maybe some certain circumstances are coming up with customers, or you're having things break down, or rent's going up, or it's going to be different for everybody. But basically, you're running into new problems that you haven't had before. Now, this may already have happened and be trending into your June, or this may be brand new in June. So kind of chew on it in both circumstances to see which fits you the best. It's saying that things are going to improve very much. You just have to get out of this chop, is what they're saying. So once you get out of this this little bit of turbulence, it gets really smooth and really good with work. It's showing like literally the second best card in the deck, Extreme Joy. It really shows that your work takes flight, really takes flight. It's a good time to kind of review it, to take inventory of, a lot of you that are working alone, it's saying are really bad with inventorying or keeping track of maybe your finance balance sheets, stuff like that. Just really inventory everything that's going on in June. Anything that you have neglected, it's a good time to take a look at. That's coming up for a reason. And of course, it's not everybody, but for the ones that it applies to, that's a big thing. If you're not working, if you're a Capricorn that's not working, you may want to consider working for yourself in June, or at least doing something to make some money in June in the interim, before you go back to corporate America or whatever it is that you're planning to do. So it's an opportunity that you can work alone, maybe go do some side jobs or some gigs, stuff like that, some handyman work, different stuff for everybody. But whatever you're good at, it's an opportunity for you to make some money working alone in June. So that's going to conclude our 4 corners. Very good stuff. A lot of messages that hopefully you use to better your life. That's what it's all about. We're going to do your health scrub now. Actually, before I do that, while I still have this to look at, I want to talk about the moon cycles real brief. On June the 10th, we have a new moon. That's the opportunity to bring something new into your life and to manifest it. That's the perfect for like the health thing I talked about. This is something that you've neglected, something you need to start. Right around June 10th is the perfect time when you can take advantage of that cosmic energy and use it to your advantage. So early in the month to mid-month is the perfect time to do something that you want to bring into your life, something new, the new moon. The opposite of that is the full moon. That's going to be when you want to send something out of your life that doesn't work for you anymore at all. That would be perfect for the financial lesson that I brought up. Old spending habits that don't work anymore, that are just too much money being spent. The full moon is the perfect time to break that habit toward the end of the month. So what you can do is you can kind of set yourself up, make a plan so that when the end of the month comes, you're ready to kind of check that box and be like, okay, well, now I'm serious about it. All the preparation has been done, and then you can just go. So the full moon, June 24th, to take advantage of that. Okay, I'm ready for the health scrub. Let's get into it. Okay, just give me a second to kind of absorb this. There's a lot going on here. There's a few things I'm going to bring up, and this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for everybody, which is why I'm going to bring up a little bit about each one. So if there's something that this triggers with you, please take it seriously, because it's coming up here for a reason. For some of you, there is if you have a major problem with your head, specifically like headaches or pain, don't neglect that. Something like that can actually be extremely fatal. Hemorrhaging stuff comes up. If you're experiencing any of this stuff, that's really all I'm talking about, is if you're experiencing any of these things like frequent headaches. I don't just mean once in a while or, stuff like we all get, but if you know that there is just something not right with your head, go get it checked out, please. That's a big deal right here for that. There's something with a lot of you with your throat. This is a super small thing, and the throat area goes literally from from your teeth and your gums down, through your throat and the esophagus to top of the by the top of the stomach. It's showing that there's just something a little bit not right with some of you. So this comes up as like a minor thing. This is absolutely something you can take care of if you catch it. So please just be super aware if there's anything going on with your throat or your dentistry, gums, stuff like that. Like, it's absolutely worth going to get checked out. They show extremely good luck with heart. So if any of you have any heart ailments, it's coming up really good right now. So it's telling me that that's not an area of concern right now. So just keep doing what you're doing that's positive for your heart, whether that be, prescription or exercise, cardio, etc. So the heart comes in really good. Let's see what else. That's really it. The last thing that we can really talk about is the they also show, I guess I can say, a pretty new good energy, low stomach area. Your second chakra is what they're showing. It's showing real good. I'm not concerned about that area either. Just want to say that for any Capricorns that are concerned around that area. Upper stomach, it's a pip card. I'm not going to really worry about describing it either. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is the root chakra. It's showing an inaction with something. So this is extremely like a physical thing. It's usually extremities type thing, arms or legs, or or a hip, something like that comes up. It's showing an inaction, so it probably is impairing your movement. That doesn't really tell you advice what to do about it, but it comes up, so you can kind of like do with that as you wish. But they do show an inaction for a lot of your bottom health scrub areas, which is like your appendages, like I said. I think that's going to wrap us up for the health scrub. Overall good stuff. Just a couple things to look out for if you're experiencing reoccurring symptoms. So it's always good to kind of have that advice to hopefully preempt any major issues. That's what it's all about. So the last thing I want to talk about is the email distribution. Right now, I'm offering an absolutely free private reading. I call it a My Month. It's just a couple cards. It's really quick, but it is specific to you, where this stuff is more general. You're sharing the energy across all the Capricorns, where, the private reading for you, the My Month, it's just you. So it's usually extremely accurate. For the launch of my website, I'm offering that absolutely free. It's a $12 value, so it's just a no-brainer. All you do is you put in your email, your first name, your first initial of your last name, and I think your date of birth. Send that off. That's it. I send one email a month. It's just for new content and information. Just real simple, nothing major. And then within a day or two, I'm going to send you back your My Month reading. Pull some cards specifically for you. So there is that. And that concludes our reading here tonight. I hope that you use this information in a positive way. That's what it's all about. And my name is Scott Sagent from scottsagent.com. It's June. June's here. It's going to get hot out there. I'd also like to wish a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I will see you all in July.